Yo, my favorite Dark Souls! Welcome back to your weekly nightmare fuel. Super personal question. If you had to pick your execution tomorrow, what's your poison? Quick zap in the chair? Slow hang? Oh, something creative maybe, like an elephant crush? Spill it in the comments!
Hi, hope you're doing well, guys. And to answer you, Suske, this is not about preferences. It's about legal methods, and justice isn't a menu. I'm Mr. Mingo, keeping this from turning into a horror movie pitch.
Oh, come on, Master Bosco. You're no fun. Today we're touring the Death Amusement Park. So buckle up. Your adrenaline is about to spike. Let's start with today's specials. Everyone claims the method is the most humane. Let's find out.
The correct term is least pain and suffering possible. That's the legal goal.
Sure, whatever you say, Professor Perfect. First one, lethal injection, America's favorite. Free drug cocktail including aesthetic, paralytic, and heart stopper. Sounds clean? Probably, and even medical. Not so much. I mean, it doesn't, really. Its bot rate is about 7 to 10%, which is higher than any method. And the veins gonna collapse, strong doses paralyze inmates, and they're gonna feel like fire in the veins while suffocating. And what about China? Their mobile execution vans zap him on the road, like drive through death. Fun. Not so much.
Well, China calls it efficient and low cost.
Efficient? Seriously? I don't think so. It's like a fast food murder. Let's go to the next one. Hanging. A very classic way. Mostly in Iran, Japan, and Singapore. If it's a short drop, they're gonna slowly choke. On the other hand, if it's a long drop, their neck's gonna snap. The worst case, with the wrong math, their heads pops off or they suffer for 20 minutes. Excruciating pain for almost half an hour? That's... oh my god. What do you think about it, Mr. Mingo? What's science say?
Long drop was Britain's scientific upgrade in the 80s.
Scientific? 20 minutes choking is scientific? I mean, if it's scientific, science is brutally fucked up. Next method is a firing squad, which is common in Indonesia and some US states. An electric chair, which they called it Old Sparky back then, sometimes sets people on fire. And gas chambers, stoning in Iran and Somalia. Even sword beheading in Saudi Arabia we have. Like cutting your head off with a sword. Wow, that's awesome. I would love that.
Variety exists, but all aim for finality.
Finality? I mean, some sounds like a medieval fan service. Now to the fun part! History's golden age of artistic killings! Ready for the real nightmare? The frozen ball! In ancient Greece, frozen ball statue, as you can see, they put the victim inside and then turned the fire underneath it, and the victim were roasted alive! Oh my god! And their pipes were made in a way to somehow turn screams into roars. Such a beautiful thing. I mean, brilliant. The inventor tested it first himself. So poetic.
Yes, indeed, they exaggerated. An unusual punishment. By the way, what happened to you today?
Nothing really. I'm just trying to enjoy the video. Next one. Scaphism. In ancient Persia, victims sandwiched between two boats and then force-fed milk and honey and smeared in it, left in swamp, and then the bugs and maggots ate them alive, sometimes up to 17 days. Like, seriously, 17 days? That's the slowest death ever. I want to know everything, every single feeling that they were having at that moment. So horrible, really. How could you? Human brain is the mystery.
Legally indefensible. Period.
Blood eagle. This one, the Vikings did it. They would cut the ribs, pull out the lungs, like wings as you can see, and then salt them. I was, oh my god, I was describing it like I was enjoying it. But I was thinking how something can be so sadistic and artistic at the same time. Wow. Just wow.
I'm sure you were only thinking about it and not enjoying it at all.
Are you being sarcastic now? Because I'm so mad. Never mind, okay? Never mind. Next. Crushing by an elephant in Asia. I was mad about this one. An elephant trained to stomp on the limbs first, then the stomach, and between the screams you can maybe hear your bones crushing. This part is... I'm furious, really. I mean, hate this one. They turned an innocent animal into a killer! How could you do that?
Barbaric relic.
Relics? Really? Your law book hiding any of these?
Absolutely not.
So, why no more bros and bowls or bogfests? Boredom? Any idea? Nothing?
Not at all. Human rights evolution did not happen for decoration, okay? The Universal Declaration of Human Rights, the ICCPR, they ban torture and cruel treatments. These methods? Completely cruel and unusual, banned by the 8th Amendment and also by most modern constitutions. Law is looking at this and saying absolutely not.
So basically humanity finally said no more sawing people in half because it's ugly. Or just because governments wanted civilized PR. I mean, lethal injection looks medical, but we size torture in disguise.
It's principle, not PR. Modern justice can't use inherent torture.
Principles? Ha ha ha. Sounds like rebranding murder to look pretty.
I can't disagree more. It's progress.
Fine. Progress. I'll give you that one. Barely. In some US states, I believe, inmates can choose between lethal injection or firing squad. What about Iran? Can a prisoner say no hanging, guillotine, please?
No. Law dictates method, primarily hanging, and in rare cases, firing squad, which done by the military, and some very specific cases, even stoning. There is no choice.
That's harsh. I even heard somewhere they executed underage. International law bans under 18 executions, but reports show that juvenile executions continue till this day. I mean, they were only kids. I believe that's a major human rights violation, Master Mingo. What about the weirdest capital crimes? I mean, I did some research last night, and it had a broad list, I believe. Like, it's called Moharebeh. Yep, and, can you elaborate on that? And also corruption on earth and repeated alcohol drinking even. I mean, imagine execution for few drinks.
Scope raises questions. And about the question about Moharebeh. Moharebeh, or waging war against God, is a crime in the legal system of Iran. In practice, it usually refers to using weapon or armed violence in a way that creates fear, insecurity, or threatens public safety. It's not simply about disagreeing with the government or religion. Under the law, the charge is generally connected to armed actions or serious threats to the public safety.
The tour is over. From bros and balls to execution dance, humanity's creativity in killings is insane. Seriously, I'm trying to make murder humane is a history's biggest joke, really.
Legally, punishment serves justice and order, and most countries abolish death penalty over 2/3.
It's your turn, psychos. If you're forced to pick between modern or historical, either way, which method would you choose? And why? Drop it in the comments. Now, we came to the end of this video. But the next one is about death penalty versus life without parole. Hit that bell so you don't miss it.
Hit that subscribe button.
Bye. Love ya.
This is Luske.